What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're back here. It's Farming Simulator 25. This is our Start From Scratch series, episode number 25. And we have to continue on building our farming empire here. In the last episode, we did a lot of work. We harvested our potatoes. We bought a silo to put them in. We harvested some sorghum, we planted grass. I mean, we did a lot of stuff. And then we slept through to the second day of August, and there's not a lot that we're gonna do in this day, but we are looking forward to sleeping through to September. And in September, we are gonna mow all of our grass, and believe you me, we've got a lot of it. We always like to check the used vehicle market when we get to a new day, and there really isn't anything here that we care to splurge on. We also check our prices, and I think every product that we have to sell, we have to wait a couple months. For example, eggs, we do have several cases over by the chickens, and they're going to be about 2.5 months before we can get to them at their peak price. I mean, the price isn't bad right now, you know, a little over $3,000, but I mean, that's $1,000 per pallet if we wait a couple months, so we're definitely going to be doing that. I mean, goat milk's the same story. We wait until September and we're getting an extra $1,100 per pallet, and I think we have like 6 pallets of goat milk over at that goat pen over there. Lettuce is the same thing. It's taken a bit of a dip, and we only have a couple pallets at each greenhouse. So I'm imagining if we wait, I mean, we can even wait till November, December, and the price is going to be better than it is right now. We're just going to let it pile up until that price goes up, because right now it's kind of down in the dumps. And who knows, I mean, this graph might change. We might come back in September, and this is a whole new graph. That's been known to happen here in Farming Simulator 25. And wool is the same story. I mean, this thing it's down in the dumps. We got about 5, maybe 6 pallets of wool over at the sheep pen, and we are missing out on a whole lot of money if we sell it right now. $2,400. I mean, it's $1,200 a pallet if we sell it now. So I think for the wool as well, we might just have to wait until November, December, when at least there's a little bit more money. I don't want that area to get full, and then we can't produce any because there's nowhere to put it. But I don't want to sell it right now. So it doesn't look like we have any products that we can sell right now. The price of flour is going up. I mean, that's good. Our flour is, man, that is full of pallets over there. And the grain mill's starting to get full inside. So we don't want that to happen. If that happens, we're just going to have to move some pallets out of the way. But that's a big old flour operation over there. As far as canola oil goes, we only have 1 pallet of it, and we might as well wait a couple months. I mean, there's no use in selling it now. We can just let it sit there. And I do have a plan going forward for what I want to do with sunflowers and canola as far as making that oil. I also didn't realize you can have rice oil, which is kind of neat. So maybe it's something that we look into where we build a big rice field and we can just have rice oil in there as well. I don't know what you do with it. I mean, certainly I don't think you use rice oil in potatoes, but who knows? I could be wrong. Take a look at the map. Let's talk about my master plan for a second, if you have a minute, which I think you do. Of course, all these fields up here are sunflower fields. They're going to be ready to harvest next month. After we harvest those, we're going to go ahead and use our plow and make this one huge sunflower field. My plan is to buy all of these fields, 73, 74, 75, 76. And I can honestly turn this whole thing into a humongous sunflower operation for our oil mill up here. This field here, field number 69, oh, that's our canola field, which we created in the last episode. But honestly, the next time I, harvest up that canola, I kind of want to plant sunflowers over here too. And then the big picture idea is to buy some of these fields over here, maybe just these top 4 fields here, and have those all canola. So we could have sunflowers on this side. We could have canola fields on this side. I mean, it's a pretty hefty goal, but I really would like to do that. Of course, our fields down here, you know, we're not going to change anything, but what I'm thinking is, you know, we got a few grass fields here, and then we had a sorghum field that we turned into grass. I think what we're going to do over in this area, we're just going to concentrate on sorghum from this point down and grass. So every time we harvest grass and we have a sorghum coming up, we'll just plant sorghum in all these fields. Then when we harvest the sorghum, then we can go ahead and plant grass back in there for 1 or 2 cycles. But I'd really like to keep this as a little sorghum fields so we can feed our chickens. This is our big potato field, and I'm not sure, at some point, if we feel like we need more potatoes, honestly, we can just expand our potato field all the way down here and forget the sorghum and the grass rotation. We can move that project somewhere else. As for this area here, you know, we have barley, wheat, and oat kind of in these fields here. We're substituting grass in between harvests for the barley and the oat, I believe it was. But this field here really intrigues me. Field number 49, it's $257,000. And if we visit this is a humongous sunflower field, and it's really intriguing. I've said it in previous episodes. This field intrigues me a lot. And I'd really love to buy this field, especially next month, because you're able to harvest sunflowers next month. So if we can make enough money, I think it's October. Let's check. Yeah, it's October. So in today, the second day of August, and in the month of September, if we can make enough money to afford this in October, I think we should do it. But here's the dilemma that we have that I'm going to need your help with down in the comments. This field for $257,000, or we buy the potato processing plant, which is $360,000. Yeah, here's the potato chip processing plant. Yeah, $360,000. That's so much money. So if we buy this sunflower field, it's really going to put a delay on the potato processing plant. So I'm really stuck. It's one or the other. And whichever one we buy now, we're going to have to wait probably 6 months before we can buy the other one. And honestly, winter's coming up, so we're not going to have grass through the winter. So we're probably going to have to wait until the spring to buy the potato processing plant if we buy these sunflowers. But man, if we buy this field, we don't have to plant and wait for sunflowers. I mean, they're already there, and we could take them over to this oil mill. So I'm kind of leaning towards sunflowers. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are leaning towards. The other thing is we could just harvest these little fields of sunflowers just to see how it goes, see how much is produced, you know, and then kind of wait on this field for next year. I just don't know. I'm so tempted by everything. All right, so we do have a couple tasks to do today in the second day of August. We got to grab our fertilizer spreader. We have to fertilize our little grass field that we planted in gosh, I don't even remember when we planted it, but I think it was July. So I think we're good to go back and hit it with this fertilizer. We certainly do have enough fertilizer in here. Now this humongous grass field that we're riding over right now, that's going to be ready to harvest next month. And the one that we're going to right now is not going to be ready. It's kind of off cycle. It's not going to be ready until the following month, which is fine. All right, this field here is only 50% fertilized, so I think we should hit it again with the fertilizer. Let's go ahead and do that now. All right, there we go. That's all taken care of. This grass field right next to it, I'm not sure about this one. Let's check. This one's 100% fertilized, and Tell you what, next month this thing's probably going to be ready. It says ready to harvest now, so next month it's going to be perfect because it's going to give us that extra yield. All right, let's drop that fertilizer spreader off. We do need to move some equipment out of the way so that when we cut our grass next month, then we have a kind of a clear path to do it. Let's get this trailer out of the way. Let's just stick this right here next to this one. And we also need to get this harvester out of the way. At some point we should just build another shed for our equipment. The shed up here has got our grass equipment in it, but this harvester needs a home. I'll tell you what we're going to do though, which is kind of cool. I think we're going to drop off the header. Well, actually we just park the whole thing right here. Checking on our chickens. Man, we need some more food. This thing's about halfway, so at some point we're probably going to need to spend money on food. These things just eat a lot. We do have the goats and they need some grass, and we do have some extra bales of grass over there. We need to throw it in with them. And as far as our sheep pen goes, they're doing great. We also are going to need some water in our greenhouses at some point, so maybe we'll do that in between episodes, so you don't have to watch me driving that damn tanker back and forth and back and forth. All right, let's take our John Deere over to the goats, and we can grab some extra grass. We can throw it in there. I'm sure they're going to be happy about that. They love grass. And I think that's everything that we need to do as far as this month goes. I mean, I don't know if we really don't have to fertilize the any of our other fields, so we'll just go drop that grass in with the goats. Almost miss our turn here. That's fine. And then once we drop that grass in there, I think we're going to be able to sleep, get through to the month of September, and then we'll really be able to kick some ass with our grass, and then we'll fish for bass. Don't give me no sass. Well, Sunday we'll go to mass. All right, here we go. Let's actually zoom in a little bit. I'm a little too far out. Far out, man. All right, let's grab this. Oh God, look, what are we doing here? So I zoom the camera in, and all of a sudden I can't drive. All right, let's back it up, drop it down, bam, gone. Wow, we're gonna put another one in there. Those goats ate that up like it was Sunday dinner. I don't even know what that means. All right, here's another one. What the hell? Well, why don't we just stuff this one in there too? There we go. Let that one sit there and marinate for a minute so they have it. Let's just check this grass field. Okay, 100% fertilized. All right, just checking. Next month we can fertilize the new grass fields that we planted, like this one right here, which was is our potato field. All right, back to the farm. I think it's time to sleep. One quick stop at the gasoline station on the way home though, because we do have to fill her up. We do not want to run out of gas. That would really suck. All right, let's just park our tractor right here. Let's get on out. And let's sleep until September. Oh yes, a good night's sleep. We are going to be well rested in order to do all of our grass work in the month of September. Super exciting here. And this is it. When we are waking up, it is a partly cloudy day, or maybe mostly cloudy. I don't know. Partly cloudy, mostly cloudy. You tell me. We've got more lettuce that's spawned. Of course, we can't sell that for a couple of months. And I'll tell you what, it's a new month. Let's do all the things that you do in a new month, starting with checking the used vehicles. Manure spreader, trailer, a weeder, the Ridge Creator, and look at this. It's a Fendt tractor. It's got 21 months of use on it, but man, this is a big old tractor, only $149,000. We don't have the money, so forget about it. All right, we just took a quick look at the prices, and nothing's changed from our plan that we just talked about. It is September 1st. Look at this, our grass just a little bit thicker, ready to go. Let's hop over to field number 41. Now look, this is ready to harvest, but it's not going to give us the yield that we want. We're going to wait one more month to do it. Let's check this grass field over here. This grass field's a little bit different. This one is in a state where it's already had that extra month, and you can see the difference in how fluffy and kind of yellow the tips are here. I mean, if you kind of bend down, it looks kind of drier, and if you come over here, it's a little bit greener and there's more spots of dirt. So honestly, this field here is ready to go. This field here is not. Oh, check it out. It's planting season for wheat. Oh man, I didn't even realize that. It's also planting season for barley. Oh man, so as soon as we cut the grass field, oh my gosh, we can plant barley, we can plant wheat. Oh, we gotta get to work. What the hell are we doing? All right, we gotta get this tractor going here. We gotta pick up our mowers. We gotta cut this grass. Where the hell are our mowers? All right, we're gonna use this Case tractor for a lot of this. Definitely has a little bit more horsepower. Oh, you know what? We got a front weight on this thing. Crap. Okay, new plan. I got a new plan. Let's shut this thing off. Let's go hop in here to the John Deere. John Deere's gonna mow. The Case tractor will do the baling. That's the plan. Although we have a front loader on this thing, so that's fine. Let's take our front loader over here and let's knock it off. Alright, perfect. Now look, I'm gonna forget where that is. You watch. It's not, maybe not this episode, but that thing's gonna be sitting there maybe next episode. I'm gonna go, where the hell is my front loader? Alright, front mower attached. Just whip around. Let's get this rear mower on. Man, this is exciting. I forgot. It's planting season for barley and, what did I say? Oat or wheat? Something. I don't know. Alright, there we go. Mowers attached. I can't even speak. I'm so excited. Come on now. Alright, let's just start over here. Down and around the property we go. Gosh, this is super exciting. Then we got to go over to the we'll call it the chicken property. Probably not a great way to say that. The potato property. I don't know. Is it potato property or chicken property? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, turning on the mower, lowering the mower. I still can't talk. What the hell is going on around here? All right, there we go. We are mowing and mowing and mowing. It's what you like to see. Oh, and we're running into a tree. It's fine. It's fine. My God. All right, well, the grass has been cut. The grass has been baled. The bales have been wrapped. And we got to clean off our equipment. This equipment has been through the ringer today. I tell you, doing that grass is a really big job. And it takes a lot of time in game. It takes a lot of recording time too. It's like, I don't know, 3 hours worth of work. But hopefully the time lapse is good enough. And now we're going to wash off our tractor and wash off this bale wrapper here. We did have to go to the shop. We bought a whole bunch of bale wrapping stuff, and we are out again. We ran out right at the last bale, coincidentally. So we'll probably run over to the shop and fill this thing up one more time before we put it away for the next couple months. And let's get these mowers too. These mowers are super muddy and dirty. They have done a great job in these fields, and I tell you what, we'll go take a look in a second, but we have got an enormous amount of grass bales, and they are sitting in the field. They're turning into silage, which is great, and I have a feeling we are going to make a really large sum of money from selling those things off, and we should have enough money when we sell those off to make a big purchase. All right, let's get this Case tractor again, make sure that's nice. This bale wrapper's okay. Got the mowers, and they're looking a little scuffed up here, but you know what? That's what happens when you have a used mower. Let's try and get the rest of this mud off of here if we can. All right, there we go. We are all done. Everything's all cleaned up. Oh, we got to clean off the baler too. We'll do that in just a second. Let's go ahead and return our mowers. We are going to need these next month. We do have a field that'll be ready to harvest next month. And we'll pull them out again. We'll use them and we can rewash them later. We just want to keep them nice and clean so that they stay in good condition. Don't want the equipment to degrade any faster than it normally would. Alright, there we go. Rear mowers are off. Alright, here we go. Dropping the front mower off. And there we go. Alright, let's go back. Oh gosh, what do we have to do now? We have to clean off this baler. We'll go fill the bale wrapper with some more paper. And then we will park that thing back in the shed. We do have to cultivate and replant oats and barley, or maybe it's wheat and barley. We'll have to check the crop calendar, but those two, one of the two, there are two crops that we can plant here in this month. And then we have to take a look at the prices of goat milk. I checked a little bit ago, and it seems like, so we have 6 pallets of goat milk over at the goat farm, and it seems as though the price for goat milk, it's not high. It's at a peak right now. It's not the highest it's ever going to be, but we would have to wait another 3 months in order to sell it, and the area is getting kind of full, and I'm afraid in 3 months it might be too full. So tell you what, we're probably going to have to sell our goat milk here, which is fine because it's 6 pallets and it should bring us, you know, a nice chunk of change. All right, that thing's all cleaned off. Let's go ahead and park this thing back in the shed till we need it again next month. And just take a look at all of these bales that we have. And there's a whole field that you can't even see, and there's some over by the grain mill as well. There is a ton of bales. We took our trailer, our auto load trailer out, and we picked up a full trailer load, and it is sitting over at the edge of the farm, ready to go to the animal dealer. Alright, there we go. Baler is parked in there. Boy, I'm getting pretty good at parking these things in there. Tell you what, It's not bad. Oh, you know what? Before we forget, yeah, I almost forgot. Let's go ahead and attach our front loader here. All right, there we go, shutting off that tractor. Let's hop in the case. We're gonna start this engine. Let's go fill the rolls of paper on this thing. We do have, oh gosh, we don't have enough paper here. We're just gonna use the rest of this. And if it's out, it's out. There we go. And we can fill it up the next time we have to wrap some bales. But for right now, we'll just fill it up with what's over there. And we'll go park this thing back in the shed. Bam, there we go. Tell you what, I just said it a minute ago, I'm getting pretty good at parking this stuff back in the shed. We do have to cultivate. We're gonna grab our cultivator. Here we go. Let's drive this over. We can take a look at all the bales that we have on our way over to our fields. Coming up on our trailer full of bales, so that thing is ready to go. But take a look at all these bales strewn about. It's pretty cool. And then, like I said, there's a whole nother field you can't even see yet full of bales. And it is this field right here. Now we're gonna have to cultivate this field. Oh, I didn't think of that. We got to get these bales up somehow, or else we wait to cultivate the field. Boy, there are so many bales in this field, it's not even funny. And the question is, should we buy a second trailer? But I mean, we're still going to have bales left in this field. There's that many bales in the field. This field is ready to be cultivated. We can start doing that right now. Let's go ahead and lower down the cultivator. I'll tell you what, we can hire a worker to do this while we think about some of our next steps. All right, take a look. It's Jennifer. Jennifer again, wearing a winter coat in September. Guess it's chilly out. She's got the air conditioning on full blast in there because she's always cold. I mean, you know how Jennifer is. All right, while she's cultivating that field, we're gonna hop back in our John Deere. We're gonna turn this on. Let's grab our auto load trailer and see if we can go pick up our goat milk, because we do have to sell some goat milk. I'm not sure if this auto load trailer picks up goat milk, but we're going to give it a shot. Take a look at goat milk prices. You see what I'm talking about. In September, it's kind of at a peak, $8,700 we can get at the dairy farm. And it's only, you know, $300 per pallet we're missing out on if we wait until February, which is like 6 months away. So I think we're going to go ahead and do it. It just makes sense. We have 6 full pallets of goat milk. So I mean, at $8,700, you can do the math, because I can't. Should be about over $50,000 for those 6 pallets of goat milk, and we really could use that $50,000. All right, let's see if we can't make this work here. All right, it doesn't work. I guess it's only for solid stuff, not liquid stuff. And that's fine. We'll just go return this to the farm. We're gonna grab our other flat trailer. We will come back, load up the goat milk, take it to the dairy farm. Should bring us a nice chunk of change. Hopefully our bank account will get up over $75,000. Debating earlier in the episode whether to buy the sunflower field or save up our money for the potato processing plant, and I think we're going to be in a really good position money-wise after we sell all this silage. And even as we get into next month, we're going to have a lot more grass to cut. We have all of the grass fields over by the goat pen, and we do have one large grass field on this main farm that are going to need to be harvested, cut, baled, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to have some silage to sell after this huge amount right here. Now let's just go ahead and park this trailer right here, and we'll just take our front loader back over to the dairy farm. We can lift up those pallets with our front loader. All right, let's go to the goat pens. Let's load up our goat milk. Then we'll take it to the dairy place and sell it. All right, there we go, $54,000 for all of our goat milk, and that wasn't even at peak season, but it was a little over 6 pallets. Oh God, oh boy, don't run into the fence. That is that's crazy. We just don't know how to drive right now, and that's fine. Nobody cares, nobody saw it. There's nobody at the dairy farm right now. We're gonna stop at the gas station on the way back. Tractor is about half full, and we want to keep it full of gas so we don't run out. Running out of gas is one of the biggest pains in the ass that you can have in Farming Simulator. All right, here we go, back to the farm. We're gonna check on our cultivating. We gotta grab our seeder as well. We do have to seed that field. We gotta figure out which field is which. I cannot remember. I can't keep track of these things. One I think was barley, and one I think was wheat. Well, we'll check the crop calendar and we'll check our fields when we get back. And we'll figure out what we're gonna do. All right, the crop calendar says that barley is one of the things and wheat. We do have this really large field over to our right. This is kind of a smaller field, so we're gonna have to figure out which crop is which. Take a look at the grain mill, maybe it'll give us an idea. We have wheat and barley in there, both about the same, wheat a little bit less, so I think wheat was in the smaller field, barley was in the bigger field. We're actually gonna switch it up. We're gonna do wheat in the bigger field, barley in the smaller field. It doesn't really matter what the prices of these products are because all of it's going in the grain mill anyway. So actually, I don't even know why I'm looking. Yeah, both are about the same price. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Wheat's gonna be in the bigger field, barley will be in the smaller field. All right, looks like our AI worker is done cultivating. That's pretty cool. That did not take long to do. So let's go ahead and lower down our seeder. Let's turn it on. We got barley seeds in there. All right, here we go. Seeding the field with barley. All right, there we go. Lifting up the seeder, turning off the seeder. We're gonna have to go fill this thing up with fertilizer. But that field is cultivated and planted with the barley. We'll switch it over to wheat and we'll get this field right next to us. And I kind of think this silage is going to be ready by the second day in September. And as long as we get this field done the second day of September, then I think that should be fine. When it comes harvest time, I don't know that that's really going to make a huge difference. So let's go ahead and fill this thing up with some more fertilizer. All right, here we go. There's some more fertilizer and seeds sitting here. So filling it up with seeds, filling it up with the fertilizer. There we go. It's all full. All right, let's just knock over that bag of fertilizer. It's fine. Nobody cares. All right, let's head back to the field. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to park the seeder by that field. And then we will, we already got the cultivator over there, so we're ready for that. We can go ahead and sleep until the second day in September when the silage is ready. And then we can sell this silage and make buku bucks. And then we can go ahead and take care of this field. So let's just go ahead and leave this seeder right here. Jump into the Case tractor with the cultivator. Now, we're going to need our Case tractor to go get our trailer. I tell you what, this farming operation's getting pretty big. And we might need to think about buying a third tractor as well. And there is that Fendt tractor in the used vehicle section, but it's just something not high on the priority list right now, but something to start thinking about, that's for sure. All right, let's drop off this cultivator. Let's go hook our Case tractor up. Actually, we don't need to. Let's drive it back to our farmhouse, and we are going to sleep until the second day in September. Before we sleep, I totally forgot. We want to fill up our fruit greenhouses in September. We're going to do it, I think every 3 months, or maybe we'll just do it every 4th month, like the beginning of every quarter. Although I think that would be every 3 months, whatever. We're going to fill it up in September. That's all we know. We'll figure out probably every 3 months. All right, so we're going to grab our trailer. We got to fill this thing up with seeds. Oh boy, I don't want to get close to fertilizer. It's gonna screw up what goes in the trailer. All right, we're gonna need about 5,000 liters should do it. So let's go ahead and buy 5 pallets. It's 6,300 bucks. That is okay though. Let's just drive this thing over here and we can fill it up. All right, there it is, 5,250 liters of seeds, and we're gonna have to do that twice, because we do have to fill up both greenhouses. And let's go over here and dump this into the greenhouse. All right, dumping the seeds in. And there we go. Let's go ahead and head back. We will grab, let's go with fertilizer now. Yeah, 9,600 bucks. We're buying 5 bags of fertilizer. All right, there's our fertilizer. Let's go ahead and put that in the trailer. All right, there we go, 5,000 liters of fertilizer. We'll go ahead and put this in that greenhouse as well. And I'll tell you what we're going to do with the greenhouse. I know the plan before had been to set it for all of the products. And I think I think we're still going to do that. But we can use the olives now for our oil mill. So let's go ahead and dump this fertilizer in there. And we will set it to all products. And we can make adjustments as we see fit. The greenhouses, they produce a lot of stuff quickly. And I don't want it to become too overpowered. So that's why we're only filling this stuff up, once every few months. All right, now we got some more fertilizer in there. Let's go ahead and order more fertilizer. All right, here we go, loading up the fertilizer in the greenhouse number 2. Let's go grab our seeds. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and get into these fruit greenhouses, and it looks like we are back producing everything. Oh shoot, we still got green beans sitting in there. Oh man, green bean price is at a peak. Now we gotta go back and get our trailer. We gotta sell those green beans. I mean, that's gonna get us a pretty penny. Man, I completely forgot we still had green beans in there. We were actually waiting for the price to go up. And thank God we checked, because the price is at an all-time high. it's at the peak so we can make the most money. Man, let's go grab those green beans. We're gonna fill this trailer full, take them probably to the farmer's market. Oh, that's gonna add to our bank account. Sweet. All right, while that thing is filling up, let's go ahead and make sure all of these things are set to storing, and they are, which is great. All right, we're gonna end up with probably about 13,000 liters in here, and selling about $2 grand per 1,000 liters. So it looks like we're probably gonna end up somewhere around $26,000 for these green beans, which is great. So we'll take them to the farmer's market, and that should take our bank account up to about $70,000 if my math is correct. I'm gonna have to put the headlights on here. I didn't realize that it's already after 6 o'clock here in Sri Lanka. We'll put our headlights on. And what a long day's work, a hard day's work here on the farm. We're gonna go ahead and sell these green beans. We're gonna head back and take ourselves a snooze. Oh wow, there they are. You can see all those luscious green beans. Kind of looks like broccoli, doesn't it? Ooh, wow, $29,000. Jeez, that's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Our bank account now $77,000, which is awesome. Let's go back to the farm. We're going to park this trailer, sleep until the second day of September. We should have silage ready, and I am curious as to how much money that silage is going to bring us. I think it's going to bring us a lot of money. Yes, getting that good night's sleep that every farmer needs. And here we are waking up the second day of September. Beautiful sky, couple clouds, and let's hop in our Case tractor. I'm going to start this bad boy up, and let's drive out to the field, and let's check on our silage. Sure, it's not ready yet, but it should be ready in a few hours. We're probably going to have to get that time scale up a little bit just to have this go quicker. All right, the bales are 72% done, and that's pretty close.
Many months later.
There we go, 3:34 in the afternoon. The silage bales are ready. 6,000 liters of pure, stinky silage wrapped up. Let's go ahead and jump in our tractor. We're gonna start this puppy up, go grab the trailer. We are gonna take it to the animal dealer. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna focus on getting all the bales off of our wheat field so that we can start an AI worker cultivating that field while we finish up collecting and selling this silage. Then we'll go ahead and we will seed that field of wheat. And I'm pretty sure that's all we're gonna have to do for the month of September. I mean, not a whole lot left to do. We've done everything there is to do. That's how efficient we are. All right, here we go. What's it gonna be? How much for one trailer full of silage? All right, bam, there they go. $49,930, so basically $50,000 for one trailer full. And if we can get 4 trailer fulls, that is $200,000. 5 trailer fulls, $250,000. So we are hoping for 5 trailer fulls to get us to that $250,000 mark. Now I'm going to steer clear of these bundles to the right. I don't want to pick anything up but the ones in the prospective wheat field. All right, here we go. Just riding around, sucking these bales up on the trailer. Wow, I mean, that's so exciting. $50,000 per trailer full of silage. I mean, that is so powerful. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have 5 trailer fulls. If we have 6 trailer fulls, that would be insane. I don't think we're gonna have that though. I don't even know if we're gonna get to 5. All right, well, we got a full trailer load, and boy, we still got a whole ton of bales in this field. Jeez, a whiz. And now I'm starting to think when maybe we will have 5 trailer loads of silage here to sell. We are going to be in prime position to make a big purchase. Oh gosh, can you feel the excitement building? I know you can. All right, here we go. All the bales should be rounded up and sold here. We don't have a full trailer left here. Let's go ahead and unload these bales, and that's going to fetch us $29,000. And I tell you what, we had a little over 7 trailer full of the bales. I think it was 7. But our current bank account now up $453,000, and we have got enough money to make one of the big purchases that we wanted to make here, and that is pretty awesome. You know, one thing we can do is use the construction menu to go in, kind of run a flyby over the farm, see if we forgot any of those bales, and it does not look like we did. All right, I almost forgot, before we go in and sleep for the end of September, we got a field we got to cultivate. We're going to go ahead and use the AI worker, and then we can follow along with our seeder and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I mean, nobody wants to kill any birds around here, let me just tell you. All right, we got the AI worker going. Look, it's Jeff. It's Jeff in his quarter zip. He's looking very preppy, driving his tractor around. That's fine. It's a preppy farmer. And we got Jeff starting with the headlands first so we can follow along with our seeder. And let's go ahead and hop in that seeder. Let's start up the engine. We're going to get this thing in position. All right, we got the grass seed set at wheat. Let's go ahead and turn on the seeder. We're going to lower the seeder. And as this thing works the headlands, you know, maybe we can hire another AI worker to go behind, kind of follow right along. Wow, there we go. Super sweet. 2 AI workers working the field. Well, I tell you what, it has been a episode chock full of lots of exciting stuff. We have 2 AI workers now working this field to get it done expeditiously. I have no idea what that word means. But we are planting this field with some wheat, and after this field is done, we can go ahead and sleep into the month of October. And I'm pretty sure there's lots of fun stuff coming up in October. We're going to have some grass fields to mow, some more money to make, $453,000 in the bank account. And I'm not sure why our AI worker here just stopped seeding. I'm really not sure. Well, I'm not sure why the AI worker stopped, but we have taken control. Let's move this off to the side. We're gonna figure this out, and we're gonna get this going. And that's where we're gonna leave the episode. In between this episode and the next episode, we're gonna go ahead and finish this field, planting it full of wheat. And in the next episode, we are gonna come back into the month of October, and we are going to use our $453,000 to make a humongous purchase. What will it be? Will it be the sunflower field that's straight ahead of us, or will it be the potato chip factory? I'm not sure. I really have no idea. You're going to have to tune in to find out, but leave it in the comments down below. Which one do you think we should buy? Which one would you buy if this were your farm? So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you're notified of all the content coming out. And hit that like button. Even if you don't like the video, you gotta hit it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And don't forget, leave your comments down below. It doesn't even matter what you say. But most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we are going to see you right back here in the next video.